Hey everyone, I've had multiple questions from people asking me to break down the idea of alignment more, and I've done a video on this in the past. It's in my side controller mount video series that I did, and it's just how to properly move from side control into mount, and we're going to use alignment to kind of illustrate how to make it more effective. So if I'm in side control, what I'm looking to do is break Kevin's posture, open up a structure, and be able to move myself into mount effectively while keeping his alignment compromised all the time. Now, my goal with alignment is to keep myself in proper alignment, posture, structure, and base, because alignment is my body's ability to generate and absorb force maximally relative to my goals. Then, if I can keep myself in alignment, and only when I can keep myself in alignment, my goal is to break my opponent's alignment. I want to make him a fraction as efficient and effective as his capability is, that I am able to overpower him, able to beat him. So when I'm looking to move into mount, this is something that a lot of beginners do wrong. If I'm here and I have side control just like this, we can see how Kevin's posture is unaffected. His spine is still straight. His elbow is still close to his body. He's got strong structure. He's got base because he's got his feet planted into the mat. As I start to move, my center of gravity will shift on top of Kevin, and so my base will become compromised slightly. That's always going to happen as I'm progressing forward. So if I'm here and I start bringing my shin up over top of him, and my elbow is super close, he's now able to affect my ability to correct my base, and I get rolled. And I do this to lower belts all the time. That is a byproduct of me starting to lose that alignment battle because I'm not doing anything to actually affect Kevin's alignment. So make sure that we don't have just like cosmetic side control in the sense of I'm going to grab up into Kevin's armpit here with my fingers, grabbing onto like his lat / armpit, or even the gi, depending on if you're trained gi or no gi. I'm looking to bring my shoulder in to actually break his posture, actually cross face him. I'm looking to use my arm to open up at the elbow here, to open up his structure. It allows me to also to post my hand out so that I have more base, so that there's no way he's going to be able to roll me this direction. I keep my head nice and low so that if Kevin's trying to pummel his arm out of here and go back into an underhook, I can stay with him and I can keep him bent up. Because of that perpendicular angle I have to him, I'm not looking to try and open him up like this like I would in mount. I'm just looking to open him up away here. This also creates more space for my leg to now come and occupy that space. From here, as I lift my hips, I keep breaking his posture even more because I can now put more weight into him. I bring my shin across. He's still going to have base, but base is relative to his goals, which is going to try and disrupt me. But if I'm in a really strong position and I have extended base out this direction and he tries to roll me right now, I don't really care that he has base because I've broken posture and structure, so it's a score of 3-1. I have posture, structure, base. He has base. That's it. So now from here, I'm able to start driving my knee down to the ground, and you can see how I can start to extend his legs out here. And now as my hip angle changes and I start to get my spine parallel to his, I'm now able to start driving my arm up further to really start opening up his elbow, to start trapping him up like this, which is going to allow me to start moving into, say, S mounts, to start moving into arm triangles, and then taking that into back takes. I never give him his alignment back. I don't get to mount and then relax. This is something that beginners also do, is that if they manage to break alignment properly and move in, we kind of just feel like it's like a reset rest for both of us. And it's like, all right, I'm now in mount. Well, I already had such great control. I was controlling the inside space. I was breaking his posture. I was opening up his elbow. I want to stay here. I want to make him suffer the whole time. Here one more time from the back. So here, cross face, I suck him in, and I start breaking his posture, driving off with live toes so that I can use my whole body to open up his elbow. I bring my shin over, I start bringing my knee down to the mat. Here, driving, moving myself into mount. Another key detail that we like talking about is just windshield wipering my leg over to finish that mount position. So here, it helps me change the angle of my body too. As I'm here, I'm bringing my knee here, and if I try and just lift my leg like this, I might get caught in half guard. It's not the end of the world, but I would rather get into full mount and not have to deal with the legs. What I'm looking to do from here is mobilize my hips. So as I'm here, I'm gonna actually look to start dropping down to the right side of my hip, and while I bring my leg and keeping my knee really tight to his hip here. This changes the angle. You can see how my chest gets right behind his elbow now, so if Kevin tries to move his arm, completely stuck. And then as he tries to hook this leg, because it's out here, I slide it up nice and tight and hide it here. When you're more advanced, it's not absolutely necessary all the time. Sometimes you completely cripple your opponent so much so that because I have this space, it's quite easy for me to just bring my knee up like this. That's usually the way I like to try and go, but I'm also 6'5", and I can really open people's arms up. If I'm unable to create that much space, this is where it's also really important. So as I'm here, Kevin's can still close his elbow a little bit. You can see how now my knee is going to start colliding into almost my own elbow here. I'm looking to keep myself based, break that posture as much as possible, and then adjusting. I'm flaring my elbow here out to the side so that I protect my wrist in case he tries to roll me, but also giving myself base that if he tries to roll right now, he can't. And now this aligns me in a way that I'm able to now start driving up and using my chest to access that arm as a lever. Start looking at gift wrapping, whatever your heart's content at that point. So, just another way of just expressing the stuff that I'm always talking about, which is alignment. It's your body's ability to generate and absorb force. Your goal as a grappler is to keep yourself in proper alignment at all times, then break your opponent's alignment, and only then you move forward on your own terms.